Hey everybody, so in this video we're going to have a look at some algebra, specifically how to multiply out brackets. So the brackets we're going to look at are going to have more than one term in them today. This is an important topic in algebra because we're going to end up looking at lots of brackets over the course of the next few years that are going to have multiple terms in them. So if we get this down this time, it'll make things a lot easier going forward. So let's look at a quick example here. First of all, we're going to look at 2 times x plus 6. So the trick with these questions is when you're multiplying it, you've got one term outside and 2 terms inside. The term outside gets multiplied by the first term, then it gets multiplied by the second term. So 2 times x would give us 2x. And 2 times 6 would give us 12. So if there was 2 terms in the bracket to begin with, we should get 2 terms afterwards to end up with. So we can look at a second example here. If you want to pause the video and have a go at it yourself, you can. Or if you are not sure how to tackle them, you might want to watch me do another one here. So again, like before, I've got one term outside the bracket and 2 terms inside, 3x and minus 2. So I'm going to multiply my 5 by the first term, so 5 times 3x, and I'm going to multiply my 5 by the second term, the minus 2. So when we multiply 5 by 3x, we multiply the normal number by the normal number, so we get 15, and then we'll keep the x part as well. We multiply 5 times a minus 2. We got to remember that we're multiplying it by a minus number. So a plus times a minus will give us minus, and 5 times 2 will give us 10. So our answer here is 15x minus 10. The third example we'll look at here, we can have one term outside the brackets and 2 terms inside the brackets. What's different about this term is that we have a minus term outside the bracket, so we just have to be extra careful that when we're multiplying it by each term, we don't forget about the minus. So first we'll multiply our minus 4 by the first term, 3y. So we'll multiply the minus 4 by 3, which gives us minus 12. Remembering that a minus times a plus gives us a minus. And then we keep our variable y here too. For the second term, we're going to multiply minus 4 by minus 8. Remembering to keep the minus sign for both of these. So a minus times a minus will give us a plus, and 4 times 8 will give us 32. So our answer is minus 12y plus 32. So the final example we'll look at today is going to be pretty similar as well, but you might be able to spot a key difference here. So we're going to multiply 6 by 2x minus y plus 3. If you are trying to spot the key difference, you may have found it by now. The difference here is that we have 3 terms inside the bracket and 1 outside. So it's going to be the same process as before, just now we're going to multiply our outside term by 1, 2, 3 inside terms. So if we start off with 6 times 2x, we multiply the normal numbers and keep the variable. So 6 times 2, the normal numbers, is 12. Then we keep our variable x. 6 times minus y is going to give us minus 6y. If we want to apply the process we used before, we can imagine there's a 1 here. So any variable that's written without a number in front, you can imagine that number is 1. So 6 times minus 1 would give us minus 6. So plus times a minus is a minus, and then we keep our variable y. Finally, 6 times 3 is going to be our last term. So 6 times 3 is 18. And because it's a positive times a positive, we'll keep the plus sign here. So again here, if we started off with 1, 2, 3 terms, we'll end up with 1, 2, 3 terms down below.